Happy Wisdom Wednesday. Thank you so much for tuning in and for choosing to spend some of your time with me. I'm Milagros, and this is a little space I like to carve out to share different tips, tools, techniques, nuggets, stories, anecdotes. And during this month, during May, which is Mental Health Awareness Month, I like to call it Mindset May because for me, I recognize that when I started to work on changing my mindset and moving it to be more positive and to have healthier filters, then my mental health also started improving. So I'm calling this Mindset May, and every week sharing one tip, tool, technique, or nugget that hopefully, when put into practice, will help you, as it has me and clients that I have worked with, to shift the needle, even if it's 1 degree at a time, to get us closer to healthier and happier. So today I want to talk about the idea of seeing opportunities everywhere. And this is particularly important to me right now at this moment because of what I'm dealing with and where I'm at in my space of building my business. And for me personally, I could get all wrapped up in the woulda, coulda, shouldas, and I could get all wrapped up in the fears of what will happen if this doesn't happen. What if this doesn't happen? What if, right? And the reality is that I did give myself room to feel all of that and to kind of process that. And it didn't take me very long. Whereas in the past, it used to take me days, weeks, if not months, right? And so I gave myself the room to kind of process it and talk about it. And now I'm starting to go, okay, where are the opportunities that I'm missing, right? And then even that question gets reframed to, where is there an opportunity in this? Because if I'm looking for something that's missing, I'm looking for something that's missing, which means it's missing, which means I'm going to have a hard time finding it. If I'm just looking for something and staying open to it, I'm more likely to find it. And I'm talking about like physical things, finding things, and in our mindset. When we move into spaces of our lives, we have a tendency to look at obstacles and say, oh my God, this thing is in my way. I don't know how I'm going to get it out of the way. And sometimes, depending on where you are in your process, that's a necessary part of the process to say, oh my God, this is an obstacle, right? And then we have to be aware enough to then ask the question, is this an obstacle truly, or is this an opportunity? Is this an opportunity to use my creativity? Is this an opportunity to use my intelligence? Is this an opportunity to use my training and my skills, my education? Is this an opportunity to use my resources, my community, my village, right? How is this an opportunity to use these things? That way, it's not just this insurmountable obstacle, it becomes almost like a gift. And I don't want to say that, I don't say that lightly, because I know there are some things that don't feel like a gift at all. I'm fully aware, believe me. And there are some things that we can look at, and because we're just so programmed to seeing everything as an obstacle or problem or an issue, we tend to look at it just like that. But when we create this shift, this reframe in our brain and say, oh, where's the opportunity here? Where can I find an opportunity here? What about this gives me the capacity to use my creativity? Because that's an opportunity. What about this gives me the capacity to use my skills, my education, my training? Because that's an opportunity. How else will I know that I'm capable if not for this opportunity to show myself that I am, right? I have a sister and she loves to do puzzles. And when she first started doing puzzles, it was, 100 pieces. And then she would challenge herself with 500 pieces and then 1,000 pieces and then 2,500 pieces and then 2,500 pieces, and it's a 3D puzzle. And I remember looking at that and it made my chest hurt. Like, what kind of panic attack are you trying to give me here? And to her, this is not an obstacle. This is just an opportunity for me to use my creativity and to continue to level up my capacity to problem solve. And I realized, like, imagine if we use that mindset on the majority of things that are happening in our lives. It would change how we show up. It would change the energy that we bring to the spaces, which then keeps us open and available in our minds to actually find the solutions, to actually figure it out, to actually be creative. And then that thing that was once an obstacle now becomes an opportunity to use all the skill, training, creativity, capacity that we have. Right? You get where I'm going. So for this week, my suggestion in developing a stronger, healthier, more positive mindset is to pay attention to when an obstacle, a concern, or a problem presents itself, and then look at it. And when you're usually going to go, oh my God, it's a problem, or oh my God, that's an obstacle, right? Look at it and go, I'm aware that I get to decide what I'm going to call this. and I'm choosing to call this an opportunity. I am aware that I get to decide what I call this, and I'm choosing to call this an opportunity. Okay, now ask the question, where in this can I use my creativity? Where in this can I use my education? Where in this can I use my community, my resources, right? And then ask yourself the question, then make a decision, take action. That's it. I say that's it, and you know it's not really it because it's a practice. Give yourself room. Please know you're not going to master this in a week, right? I've been doing this for a really long time, and there are still times in my life when a new obstacle arises that I haven't encountered before or that I haven't encountered in a really long time. It does, in fact, feel like an obstacle. And then I take a step back, return to my practice, and say, okay, I get to decide if this is an obstacle or opportunity. I'm choosing that it's an opportunity. All right, let me find the opportunity in this. And then question it, make decisions, and take action accordingly. That's how we go from obstacles to opportunities in our lives. And then when we do that, we just feel more fulfilled, we feel more creative, we feel more connected, we feel more alive, more aware, and then we're fully living. We're intentionally and fully living. And isn't that really what everybody wants all the time anyways? Yeah, it is. And it starts right here and right here. But this month we're talking about what's happening right here. So I hope that that was helpful. If you have any questions, let me know. If you have an obstacle that you're trying to figure out how it can be made into an opportunity, put it in the comments and let's unpack it together as a community if I don't have a chance to get to it right away. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, if you know someone who can benefit from it, please share this video and give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Get over to my website, click on the purple toolbar on top, sign up to get my free mailing list, which will include these videos and other things. And you'll also get 70 affirmations, which can help us change our mindset, change our story, change our thoughts, change our lives, right? That's all I got for you. I hope it was beneficial. I'll talk to you soon. I'm sending you light and love, and there's nothing you can do about it. Peace.